Good evening, everybody. This is another episode of Star Trek Online Ship Builds by Stellated Odin. Tonight, I am going to be going over a pretty quick video of the Fleet Battle Cruiser. In my case, it is the USS Arcadia. A little bit of an exterior shot. I like the way it looks. It's very compact. Has a lot of maneuverability. Comparable to almost an escort, and it does have some unique features based on the fact that it is a fleet vessel. So real quick, the weapons I've gone with are, in this case, the beams. As you can see, I maxed them all out. Good idea or not, time will tell, but I am a fan of the elite phaser beam arrays, so those are all level 14, I suppose. I also got a Thoron infused quantum torpedo launcher. Not quite sure where I got this. It might have been just a random drop, but I like this one a lot as well. I like the stats it has compared to the normal quantum torpedo launcher, especially in this case the radiation damage per second. I got my elite deflector array. Now I have quite a few options. Megaforce. I also have the the Mako set as well, and the Aegis, but haven't done too much with those. I'm not quite sure their viability right now. I've been away from the game for a while again, so that's where this is at. I also got my Kobali hyper impulse engines. Pretty much these, the engines, the shields, the deflectors, whatever ship I'm using, I just put them on. I'm sure that there's a good rationale behind picking and choosing which one goes on what ship. I'm sure it makes complete sense. I have not personally gone into that much research, and my level of gameplay kind of allows this to work out. I do a lot of STFs, I don't do a lot of PvP, and I tend to hold my own pretty well against whatever enemy that we're facing. I got the beam weapons in the back, as well as another Thoron quantum torpedo launcher. Now I have my cannons, because you can equip cannons on the battle cruiser. Because the maneuverability is not quite as what I'm accustomed to with my fleet escort retrofit, I tend to stick to the beams. One day I'm sure I'll try the cannons, and I'm sure I won't be too disappointed. So I have that option as well. Devices, just shield batteries, weapons batteries, and my red matter capacitor. Engineering consoles, these are a little bit trickier for me to come up with, only because I don't want too many diminishing returns on them. I'm not quite sure what the level is at right now. But with that being said, I got the RCS accelerator. I got the monotanium alloy. I got 2 of the enhanced neutronium alloys. I like having that kinetic and energy damage resistance. And then I got another one of the monotanium alloys. Science consoles, I maxed both of these out to shield the field generators. I like having the shield capacity increase on all my ships, especially the escort. I've come to find out through reading comments, reading different posts, that with the escorts, shields is pretty much what you have. Once you lose them, don't count yourself to survive too much longer. Neither here nor there. It's hit and miss, I guess, in my experience, but I do stack up the shield capacity as much as I can with any of my ships. And then tactical consoles, I kind of play with these off and on. I got the increased phaser damage, crit severity, and then I got the phaser damage, crit chance, 2 of those. And I'm using a plasmonic leech. I'm sure this will be props, kudos to whoever it was in that one video way back when who suggested I use this. I have been for quite a while and have no complaints. So the stations I'm using on this one, again, because I'm using the beams, I got fire at will, torpedo spread, and then high yield torpedoes. And then my other tactical slot is just tactical team 1. I do like having a whole bunch of engineering abilities. I got engineering team 1, inertial dampeners, which really helps with that kinetic resistance. I like the immunity to disable and repel as well. And then emergency power to shields, pretty standard. Whether it's necessary to be in a 3rd slot, I don't really know, but that's where it is right now, so that's what I'm sticking with. And then one of my all-time favorites, I got reverse shield polarity 3. I do like to have this in a 4 spot. I like to keep this as high as possible. And you got 2 science officers, well, 1 science station. That one's polarized hull, and then hazard emitters 2. And then my universal, I believe it's universal. Is shield strength, and then polarized hull. The real nice thing about how I set up my bridge officers in a brief amount of time I spent doing it was as soon as I decided to switch to cannons, I have the officer that has, or I had the officer that has cannons. Looks like somebody needs to rework his bridge officer abilities. Anywho, that's pretty much the setup I'm using. I had to respec because, again, it's been a while since I've played, and obviously you can tell pretty heavily in the tactical. Haven't maxed out the bottom portions. Don't use hangars. Don't use any ships that have the hangar pets, so this one's not something I found helpful. I like having the readiness, but I don't like it enough to really spec further into that. Everything else is pretty much in the shields. Whatever I could do to get more shield power is what I stuck with. And then engineering, just the hull capacity, just to help with some of that longevity. So that's the ship. What I'd like to do is probably tomorrow, maybe, do some gameplay, try to record some gameplay, and see how y'all feel about it. Chances are my main vessel is going to be that tactical fleet escort, my famous USS Sao Paulo. But I do like to change it up, experience different aspects from the different vessels in the game, so here it is. I hope you guys enjoyed. I look forward to making more videos more consistently down the road. So, no further ado, live long and prosper, and thanks for watching.